Hello guys, this is Gio from investmentsavings.co.uk, Managing Director of Zara Capital Limited. Today is 18th of September, Tuesday, and we had a fantastic performance. You can see here. We had correction of the market, and that generated £567.20. Now, what's happening? We are the downtrend will continue. However, at the moment we see an uptrend. It started here when it broke through 125, let's say 90. Okay, this range here, if you would go for the buy, you wouldn't make a mistake. It was a huge one. I personally think it was correlated with artificial printing of money, quantitative easing 3, which started in the range of 2650. Let me check. Yeah, in that area here. So we had a fantastic boost, and let's roughly see what was that. Okay, just give me a second, guys. So 500, let's say 50 pips. Now, what I did, I sold here, okay, and I sold again here. Okay, you can see in these levels. I was a little bit bold here because, okay, yesterday resistance, daily resistance was in this range. It didn't reach that level. It perfectly worked out, exactly identical on these two levels of one, let's say 31.68. Okay, so I sold here. I doubled here, just a little bit, not much. I used only 1% of the margin, and comparing to the whole huge balance which I have in equity, my what do you call it, deposit was 30,000, now it's 55,066 pounds 98 pence. That's an increase of 83.55%, which is fantastic. As you know, guys, we're in a business to make money. We're not in a business to predict anything. You only use scientific approach, logical approach. We don't base our work on any emotions whatsoever. Okay, so those of you who would be standing here on short all the time, tough luck to you guys. Definitely would lose lots of money. So that's, I made the mistakes. I personally thought that the market will correct itself here, but it didn't. It went in further. But, my stop loss was in the range between 20 to 30 pips. So I don't really care. And then once I've seen, it's going higher, I said, let the market play out. Because another universal financial truth is in trading, whatever carries on going up eventually will come down. Okay, and the same, whatever will be crashing down, eventually will correct itself and go higher. So I'm not saying that I'm trading on a just reversals and corrections. No, absolutely not. Okay. But I tried a couple of things. I went into the market. I've done my calculation. It did work out. Big deal. I got everything back within that trades here. I don't really care. What I did now, look what's happening here now. We can see on the hourly chart. I put a order at 130.34 in this range here. Okay, so it's not far from the daily support. Okay. It didn't reach there yet. However, my stop loss is below that. The reason I did that, because also we see that moving average 100 is getting to that level. If by the end of the day, now what time is it? It's 2 o'clock. If let's say by 6, 7 o'clock, it's not gonna reach that area here, I'm gonna take my order. I'm gonna take it off. And then I'm gonna go, or to be honest, I'm gonna go on short, because moving average is getting higher here. So I'm gonna, once it will bounce through that level, it's gonna be bouncing here for a while, for a couple of hours, might be, might not. And once it's gonna break through, I'm gonna go for sell. I'm gonna go for short, definitely. Then what might happen? It can sell and just get to 200. 200 might become a resistance. Support in this level. Once it becomes support here, I'll just fix my profit. If I see it's going any further, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. There is no point. You don't have to trade all the time. You can have 3-4 successful transactions and 3-4 other transactions which cover your losses as well. So you're comfortable. You're happy with everything. So also my another philosophical approach in trading, that at the end of the day you should be always in the positive territory. What I mean by that, for example, I was reading article, I think it was Investors Chronicle last week's, and they were mentioning about certain funds, and they were saying, oh, if let's say you would invest in a certain fund, they were talking, I don't remember, I don't really say exactly which fund was it, but the story behind this was that basically the fund only lost 12.5% for the whole year. I mean, to be honest, that's ridiculous. How can you say? Oh, they were well, they based that finding on the data that other funds lost 30 and 40%. I mean, that's pathetic. So basically, okay, you invested £10,000, and is your let's say your fund is down up to 9,000. But don't worry, it's okay, because others lost more. I mean, that type of approach to investments is wrong. Okay. That's what I was saying in my previous videos, and you also can check my blog, Manage Forex Accounts blog, on my website. I do mention that the beauty of trading and being in front of working directly with the broker, that you can turn around straight away within a couple of seconds. Okay, you don't have to have these huge losses. For example, we remember in 2008, I think it was October, yes, FTSE, what do you call it, FTSE 100, in one day lost 95 billion pounds. And they're talking about last week's artificial rally, which have generated 25 billion. Who cares? I mean, it's still FTSE didn't really, it's not that it has increased by another, let's say, 1,000 and getting to 7,000. It's just getting to this sort of same levels to the ones which they had pre-crisis. So if you had invested, let's say, in 2007, 2008, you just you break even, and what you get also is inflation and taxes on top of that. Okay, with my account, it's a spread betting account. I pay no taxes. Okay, that's it. And this is what I was saying. My offer is with Managed Forex accounts. You open a spread betting account. I'm referring to those who are based in United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland. You open an account with authorized broker. I highly recommend FXCM. I personally use them. They're my favorite. I've tried lots of brokers, and I personally think, from my experience, that FXCM, these guys are really, really cool. Their team is superb. Their company is great. I'm just saying, I don't work for them. I don't represent them. I have my own firm. I have my own company. I work for myself and for my partners. You're my partners, guys, as well. Those who are participating, being my partner. So open account with them. We sign limited power of attorney. You deposit funds with them. Your funds are protected through FSA compensation scheme, which covers your funds up to £85,000 should your broker go bust. And professional trader is in charge of your account. I don't have access to your funds. Only you can give instruction to broker to withdraw them. And that's it. And we share 50-50. That's, I think, everything is, I think that sort of approach is reasonable. And I think it's also logical for at this stage. Because remember, guys, also in the future, I'm going to be getting a hedge fund license within 6 months. So once I will acquire that, I'm not going to be working in the way I'm working now, like where you sign a limited power of attorney and I'm trading LEM account or PEM account, depending on the deposit which you put with the broker. So in the future, it's going to be completely different level. So yeah, what do we expect from the market? Okay, let's look at there. I want to show you something cool, guys. As you remember, I did say and I did mention a couple of times, in my previous videos, please check them out. It's like a couple of months ago when everything was crashing. You can see the what do you call it, the top. This is our beautiful Fibonacci level. I mean, you know, the guy was a genius. That's why I love math, man. Okay, this one here goes all the way down to the bottom over here. And what do we have here? Look how it played out. Look, this is where I sold. This is where I made my, you know, decent profit. Risk was, you see, when you make a trade, you should have a reason why you're making the trade. You see, your risk should be defined. Your trade should be defined in a sense, okay, risk is calculated. We should make the, you know, as much profit as we can with calculated risk, with less risk as possible. And this is what we did. Risk was calculated. Yes, it was calculated. Why? Because, okay, we can see Fibonacci retracement getting to 0.38. It just went through a little bit, bounced back, and here we go. That's it. And you can see, you know, the result is here. And I put, even if I'm wrong here, I don't care. I mean, as I said, we have huge balance. We have huge equity. I can be wrong. I can afford to be wrong. But I know that when I'm wrong and when I'm right, you know, I prefer to be right big time. And this is, you know, how it works. And you can see, first I went with 50, look, with such a huge deposit, 50,000 is nothing amount. I went on sale here. I went again, and the reason I went again, because I had a confirmation. He didn't break through. He just touched and then bounced back. Okay, I'm happy to go in. And look, I went in here. And that's it. Look, all my work is documented, everything, with videos, snapshots, and my weekly and fortnightly report, which I upload as well on my website. So please, guys, if you think what I do is, you know, is good, please do, you know, get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to, you know, listen to your propositions. We can become partners if it's some sort of business venture. I'm looking forward to that. Well, as I said before, in the next 6 months time, I'm going to be acquiring a hedge fund license, and within 2 years, I'm going to be acquiring an offshore banking license. As you know, I'm an ex-banker. I used to work for top UK bank. I was a top banker in Northwest London. I've got a lot of awards and recognitions. And you know, it's not that I'm just talking. I have everything documented. I've got you know, basically everything is documented. So those of you who are skeptical, please get in touch. More than happy to email you my results in my banking field as well. So thank you much, guys, for listening. By the way, yeah, I've uploaded a couple of interesting videos from Russia Today. It's Kaiser's report. I just love this guy. He's very intelligent. He's a ex-trader, ex-broker, and he has his own report, and the way he's smashing all these bankers and all this nonsense which going on now around the world. I mean, you know, I would definitely recommend you to, you know, to listen to his analytical approach and his the way he covers certain aspects of our daily lives, financial lives, so to speak. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for viewing and watching my video. Really appreciate that. Have a lovely day. Thank you.